Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Happy Friday the 13th. I hope you have lots of good luck today. But I'm here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers. You have kept us safe for years, and I also have to thank you, especially the troll slayers, and also just the community in general. Kirsten Langston, I was on with her last night, and I was able to live stream part of that on this channel, but spent Cocktail Congress with her for half an hour, and then I was on her channel answering questions with her, and she was so complimentary. You did me proud. She was so complimentary. She's like, I love your community. I love the people, your comments your people make. They're so nice. And she also said, scares me to death when I'm on Linda's channel. I was like, really? She's like, because it's going so fast. And there are people just saying all kinds of things and on and on. And I'm just like, I know I have great people. Thank you. You done good. Thank you for that. Anyway, so so part of that was I was able to live stream here. All right, we've got good news today. We have good news. Okay, we have a little bit of but we have some good news. And today we've been waiting for this day. Saturn is moving into Aries today. Yay! The planet of finding out. The planet with the receipts. My father, when I was lucky enough to live in the Netherlands when I was a teenager for a little while, there was my father, his favorite Dutch word, which was when you're at a restaurant and you ask for the bill, the Dutch word for the bill is the reckoning. He loved that, and so I love it. So it is time for some reckoning because Saturn is the wet blanket. If you do the work, Saturn will reward you. But it wants things organized. It wants the forms in triplicate. It wants strong fences. What is it? Good fences make good neighbors. This kind of. Well, Saturn has been slogging its way through knee-deep water in Pisces for a couple of years now. And now it's moving into fiery, take charge, pioneering, take action Aries, fire sign. It's moving from sloshing through the water to standing on a fiery battlefield. And it is the trench digger, and it is the quartermaster, and it is here. And it makes me happy. Okay, so Chris Cole says Friday the 13th and Saturn into Aries today. It rarely gets better than this, folks. True. But here's the thing. We have Saturn going into Aries today. And then on the 17th, we've got an eclipse. And that eclipse is falling on President Dumpster Fire's descendant, which is the other. And we can talk about that maybe as we get closer. Then on the 20th, so just a few days later, on the 17th, we have the eclipse. On the 20th, we have Saturn and Neptune going exactly conjunct. So all of that energy, powerful energy right there, and they are literally like half a degree, actually 40, what is it, 40, no, more than that, 45 minutes, but just this tiny amount. They're conjunct the US IC. So we've had Neptune move in, all of this energy, all of this fog, all of this dissolving of our home, our identities. But now we have Saturn moving in to put things, to bring the reckoning. all within that period of time. And this isn't even the biggest astrological little part of the year. The biggest thing's happening at the end of July. So, okay, let's jump in. Now, here's the thing: these idiots can try to do the awful, but somehow it's just not going to work, because even though I think it's still a few hours until Saturn is officially in Aries, but boy, we're already getting receipts. Guess it's climbing out of the water. So at 6 minutes in, do you recall that, well, first of all, Pam Bondi, I apologize. I mean, well, I shouldn't have to apologize, but I feel bad because I don't usually just say someone is a dimwit. Someone is just dumb as rocks. Or if I say it, I'll just say it once and I move on. But every time I was reading on Pam Bondi last night with Kirsten, it was just beating me against it's just like right there. I just could not avoid it. Pam Bondi is dumb as rocks. She is. Feed the squirrels. I mean, come on. Hello. Hello. It's bizarre. It is bizarre that she has a law degree, to me. Bizarre. Because she's not bright. And I don't usually pick up on that so clearly about people. But that, and then going and watching some of her testimony, it's like, oh yeah, she really isn't. She's seriously thick as two short planks. Anyway, so she was supposed to release all of the Epstein material with only the victims' names redacted. And she was supposed to do that on December 19th. It's the day before Valentine's Day. It is Friday, February 13th, today. So not only is she hasn't released everything, saying she's not going to release everything, then they exposed all kinds of the victims' names and identification, but still covered up some of the men involved, covered up their names. I mean, it just gets worse and worse. So then they're saying just less than a week before this hearing, they set up 4 computers in a SCIF. 4 computers for all of Congress. 4. So supposedly the members of Congress would be able to go in and search and look through what was there. Well, I mean, you've got to go in shifts, because apparently you can't even bring your aides. So they can't bring so they have to go in by themselves and do that. And they're allowed to take notes, but that's it. No recording, no electronics, no nothing. And it turns out that what they're looking at is basically, it is almost as redacted as what they've released publicly. So the things where they're like, okay, I want to know what's behind this redaction. I want to know what's behind that redaction. Still covered up. When the information was sent over from the FBI, FBI kept the redactions in that were already there. I'll send you the redacted stuff. And then the DOJ was like, yeah, just put in the redacted stuff. So, yeah. So this is already a bad situation. So yesterday, Pam Bondi rubbed both of her brain cells together to go out there and do the worst the worst job possible when she was being called to account for the fact that she's breaking the law. She has broken multiple laws. One of them by not giving Congress what she was supposed to. There were already laws in place about you do not release victims' names. There are laws in place. And I mean, it just goes on and on. Well, it turns out now those 4 computers. Oh, just the kitties, just the chaos kitties falling, jumping, falling. Here, let me pull this up. Bum, bum, bum. We have a picture. Let me show it, because you know me on this channel. We get real news. We look at real news, and then we look at the astrology or tarot involved about what it means or ramifications. But you get real news here, and this is a photograph from Reuters. And if you're wondering what that says, that is the name of the member of Congress. Search history. This is Pam Bondi. This is one of her aides gave her this. They have tracked everything that Congress people searching the database. They've tracked everything that people from Congress are searching for. This particular page details about gross. Another quote, gross. It just every single thing they searched for, everything they looked at, this is a picture where it's Epstein's in the middle, and then you can see the different people. Ghislaine is there, and the people involved with him. So not only has she not turned over everything, she has exposed victims' names. Now it is very, 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 very clear that they are tracking what Congress looks at. No, that's a big no. Yeah, Chris Cool. Snappy comeback Bondi. Oh yeah, she's just a whiz with words, isn't she? Wow. So is there going to be a reckoning? Because no, you do not track what Congress people are searching for. No. That's not for you. That's not for you to decide. That's not for you to decide, oh, well, they've discovered this. Oh, they know about that. Oh, they know. That's none of your business. Wow. I would call her Screech Bondi. I like that. Yeah. Screech Bondi. Keep the men's names safe. Make sure at the end the men are sitting pretty. You just need to fend off the Democrats, because the Orange Fiora, dear leader, he must be protected. Okay, so things, oh my gosh, there might be things exposed. Yeah, you've done all of that damage, but the men are safe. The wealthy white men are safe. The perpetrators of these crimes, make sure that they're sitting pretty. But that came out. Isolation, because that's not inner reflection. Queen of Pentacles, yes, she's you have to protect those Republicans. Page of Wands, and the poor victim, but isn't Trump the real victim here? Isn't poor dumpster fire, isn't he the worst victim? No one's been treated worse than Trump. No president has ever, with tears in my eyes, sir, no president has ever been treated worse than Trump. Go away, Lincoln. I don't want to hear it, JFK. No president's been treated worse than Trump. Oh, I could swear up a storm. Can someone please hold this woman accountable? Hello, judges. Hello, somebody. There has got to be a way in this country to hold the Attorney General of the United States accountable. And if there is no way to hold the Attorney General of the United States accountable, then why did you even make the law that says she had to bring the stuff out? Chat saying, hey, where's the violin music? I'm sorry. I'm upset. I forgot. Yes, it was, but the NASDAQ. But Wall Street has hit 50,000. And the sky is blue. And the Earth has one major satellite. The moon. It has one moon. And does anybody know, is there a specific remedy for bringing the Attorney General of the United States to justice? Because it had to have been done at some point over our 250, and it is this July. This is our quarter millennial celebration. But how? She should be held accountable. Look, I could be wrong, but there's more coming out. There's more that's going to come out. Yeah, they have a plan, but even in what's there is so emotional, and it's just going to become more emotional, and more and more and more is going to come to light. And whatever plan they had back here, I know that in the military, don't they say no plan ever survives contact with the enemy? Well, your plan was like way back here. So, yeah. Oh, Chet says Bondi's not doing her job. Oh, she's doing the job Trump hired her to do. Oh, she's doing that. Gangbusters. Oh, Cindy says John Mitchell went to prison. Nixon's DOJ. There we go. There we go. Amy says to hold. There's lovely Amy. To hold Attorney General Pam Bondi accountable, legal professionals have filed a complaint with the Florida bar urging an investigation into her conduct for potentially violating, well, the law. For violating the rules of professional conduct and undermining the rule of law. True. But here's the thing. You don't have to have a law degree to be the Attorney General of the United States. So even if they took her law degree, she can technically still stay in that job. So Danette, hey, says the dumpster fire is speaking at Fort Bragg right now. Whew. And he sounds like and is acting like a moron. Yeah. Yeah. Is he slurring his words? because recently, it's been bad. It's been really bad. Whew. About which Nixus bugs us this we know. Martha Mitchell told us so. Oh, did his wife turn him in? Yeah. Yeah, I have, more's going to come out. But a federal grand jury indicted Mitchell. Thank you, Cindy. But who brought the case? That's what we need to know. Who brought the case? All right. So, yes, Sandra, he did. He slurred his Clean Coal Award ceremony. Yes. So, thank you. Thank you for this stupid award that you just made up to make me feel good. So anyway, Crisco Ford's DOJ. I don't know. I imagine there's information on that somewhere. Oh, here we go, Rose Blue. Article 3, Section 2. The trials of all crimes except impeachment shall be by jury, and such trial would be held in state the crime committed, but when not committed within any state, the trial shall be at, well, that's where, but who? The Inspector General. So the president, Brandes is the president, Congress, federal courts, and the DOJ Inspector General can hold her accountable. Who is the DOJ Inspector General? I'd probably put in the person that I wanted there, and he has to do what I say and let me do whatever I want. As I'm raking in the billions and slurring my words. Wow. Luke says I can't. Oh, I don't just have this for for President Dumpster Fire. No, because we know what he's going to do. He's going, whenever there's any kind of accountability, we know exactly what he's going to do. Here, I'll show you. That's what he's going to do. He's going to say, it's their fault. It's their fault. Matter of fact, it's their fault. It's them over there. Their fault. It's their fault this happened. I didn't do it. They did it. They did it over there. They're over there, far over there. They're responsible. It's not me, it's them. It's them over there. Them over there. Them over there, not me. Not me. You vote Democrat. How could you? Anyway. All right. I was never on the island. He was on the island over there. He was on the island over there. He was, not me. Anyway. Yeah, I got a lot of the same things. Democrats, big emotion. They're on a shakier and shakier ground, and the burden Trump is putting on them with voters. So, all right. Oh, he will never accept responsibility or accountability. We know that. We know. I'm glad I made you laugh. Yes, Susan, it's Biden's fault. It's Obama's fault. Yeah. Yes, Julia, next thing you know, Trump will say, I was never in New York. Yeah. All right. But here's an important thing. At 20, oh, wow, I really did just talk and talk and talk. At 25 minutes in, here's the thing. Is it here? Just having a quick look. I don't know. Wednesday. White House. No, it's not in here. Let me tell you. Let me give you just a little bit of good news, shall I? Would you like some good news? At 25:20, would you like some good news? Let me grab my phone. So it turns out that, let me go up here, go back here. There we go. I'll go to the top and let's go through, shall we? All right. Just a reminder that today at 6:11 p.m. Central Time, 7:11 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturn is fully moving into Aries with expecting a reckoning. Okay. And the timing is remarkable. Last night, Catherine Rummler, who was Obama's former White House counsel and Goldman Sachs's chief legal officer. Oh my gosh, you mean a lawyer from one of the top financial firms in New York did something that might be questionable? No. Announced her resignation after emails showed her describing Epstein as quote, another older brother, unquote, and arranging a White House tour for Woody Allen. Barf. The UK, Peter Mandelson resigned from the Labour Party, then stepped down from the House of Lords after documents showed payments from Epstein and evidence he forwarded internal government information to Epstein while serving as a business secretary. Starmer's own chief of staff and communications director both resigned over the fallout. A top Slovak official left his position. A Swedish UNHCR chair stepped down. And of course, we now know that Prince Andrew is no longer Prince Andrew. It's Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Yeah, he was stripped of his title. Okay, but this is just happening. I mean, some of that is just happening, but this is also just happening. Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem, who led the Dubai-based DP World, it's a thing, for decades, was replaced as CEO and chairman after Epstein documents revealed correspondence between the two men, including lewd exchanges. I will not repeat to you because... And it gets worse. Epstein sent him an email. Yeah, let's not go into details. Anyway, at least two government-linked investment funds halted deals with DP World, which forced Dubai's hand. Brad Karp resigned as chairman of Wall Street law firm Paul Weiss after emails showed personal and business communications with Epstein, including dinners and a request for help getting Karp's son work on a Woody Allen film. And today, police in Norway searched properties belonging to former Prime Minister Jagland, I'll just say, as part of a corruption probe tied to his association with Epstein. And today, Starmer announced the resignation of his cabinet secretary, Chris Wormold. That's a third senior UK government figure gone. So we have resignations and raids spanning Dubai, the UK, Slovakia, Sweden, Norway, and part of the US. All in the final days of Saturn in Pisces. The secrets that were protected by Piscean fog for decades are getting Saturn's final inventory before the fire sign takes over tonight. So, Yay. Mm-hmm. So it is just starting more and more coming out and more people being held accountable. But this, oh, Amy, thank you so much. It helps the channel so much. Thank you. Thank you. So here's the question. If all of these people overseas have to step down, what is to say that these other governments are going to refuse to deal with Trump anymore? He was Epstein's bestest buddy in the whole world for a minimum of 15 years. Minimum. As more Epstein stuff comes out, will world leaders tell Trump they will not deal with him anymore? Guess what? Send Vance? But you want a picture with him? Could you politically afford to have your picture taken next to Jeffrey Epstein's best friend for decades? The one who the White House released a statement. Thank you, Rose Blue. Thank you. Can he afford? In the statement, it was, Donald Trump called the FBI, called authorities. No, it was the local, it was the Palm Springs sheriff's office or something. But Donald Trump called and said, Epstein has done these heinous things, and you've got to look at Ghislaine. She's evil. And he used the word evil. Right? Yeah, standing up. This is after Epstein had already been arrested. After. So the White House just admitted that Trump knew what was going on. And did nothing. They just admitted to that. Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven. Exactly, Rose Blue. Yeah. I'm getting, you've got the more right-wing companies or countries in the world. But let's just, at minimum, let's just say there are a whole lot of people who've got the ick when it comes to Trump. And what's come to light, and this is our government. This is a criminal. It's a card of a criminal. That is absolute heartbreak. And this is the burden. So there are far right people who will deal with him, but this is a huge burden on Trump on a personal level, because all of this is minor arcana. This is you will see it. It is real in the world. So, Cat Toy just gifted 5 members to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, will Trump find himself increasingly not welcome? Trump a day late and $1 short. I could be wrong, but it does feel like Democrats are going to do investigations into Trump's finances, into the Trump finances overall. And if Dumpster Fire isn't still with us, they will be bringing in Junior and Eric and whomever else. I've been getting this for a long time. The corruption, day late and $1 short. The secrets, the higher wisdom, yeah. Hope. Also, getting rid of the poison. The truth. The truth will set you free. And the evidence. Anyone who has their photograph, I mean, we know how heinous he is. We've known this for years. But anyone in the world now, any world leader who has their picture taken with Donald Jeffrey Trump is either ultra right or they have zero political savvy. Whew. So, now, before we get to more potential good news, because it's on the list at 36 minutes in. Okay, there's some karma. Oh, Finzenberger, thank you so much. Thank you. Like this 36:30. All right, this is some karma, which is lovely to see, but there's also something that I did not pick up on, a general just thing to know, a possibility of something, and I want you to hear it from me rather than out there, because apparently there's an argument to be made. We don't know for certain yet, but there is an argument being made that Epstein tended to use the word whoops, just responding with one word, whoops. And it may relate to people who are no longer with us, people no longer being with us. So if you hear anything about that, now we're not, we don't know for certain, but that's out there. And just kind of keep your eye open or keep your ears open, but also maybe if somebody starts talking about that, Epstein says, whoops, you can go, okay, either I want to help confirm this, like I want to gather more information, or you can go, Epstein saying, whoops, I'm out. Whatever works best for you, okay? So I want you to hear the stuff from me, because I am not here to trigger you. I'm here to protect you if you get easily triggered. So anyway, Susan Hamblin was part of Epstein's network. I wonder, what does this woman look like? Let's find out. Let's find out what she looks like. Hang on. And my blood sugar just dropped, which makes no sense to me. Oh, Cat Mom, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here every day with us. Thank you. That is massive. Thank you. It makes a huge difference to the channel. Thank you. All right, who is this? Images. Is it her? I don't know. I'm having trouble finding. I'm seeing Hamblin, but I don't know if it's Susan Hamblin. Anyway, Susan Hamblin let's put the sun. Ew. So perhaps this is her. Anyway, so I guess I can't show you the picture because I'm not entirely certain. Anyway, all right. So here's the thing. There was a victim who came forward and said that Susan Hamblin had been a part of what Epstein was doing. Okay. And Susan Hamblin was like, absolutely not, and sued because it was published in The Sun. And we know that the son, usually good, but Susan Hamblin took them to court, and she won because they didn't have documentation to back up what this victim had said. And they had to pay out a whole lot of money to Susan Hamblin. Well, it turns out that with the release of all this Epstein stuff, guess what? Susan Hamblin was part of Epstein's network. This was made public in 2020 and 2021 by the UK paper The Sun, but Hamblin was able to successfully sue for libel because The Sun lacked documentation. They were going by a victim's testimony. Now, new emails are coming to light with more usage of whoops. And something that she had said to Epstein, which it's one of those things like in a Perry Mason episode where you just don't say, no matter how angry you are, you never say, I'm going to kill him. Don't ever say that. Ever, ever, ever. Right? Well, she said, not that exactly, but in the ballpark of that. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Sun is about to countersue to get their money back, because so the more information that's released, the more people are being held accountable. And I know it's not everybody we want it to be yet, but oh wow, this is a start. Oh, Laverne, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you. Shining a light, TJ, exactly. Susan Hamblin, come on down. You're the next contestant on, how would I put this? Epstein come to light. Cookie says it's a start. I'll take it. Do. Ooh. Well, gross. Lover's card. Magician. Oh, well, but you must give me the money. Oh, see, I'm going to get a lawyer. I'm going to. Really? Because this stuff has come out and we can see the chaos and the grossness and funny. This looks like you being hemmed in and feeling beaten up because you were close to Epstein. I mean, granted, I'm just me. I'm just a person, just kind of living here. But funny, I never sent an email to Jeffrey Epstein. Did you? Seriously, in the chat. I mean, did you ever? Or if you're watching at home, did you ever send an email to Jeffrey Epstein? I didn't do that ever. But you did. All right, hang on. I need some sugar. I shall be right back. Whew. What is going on? Very strange. Oh, kitty. I know what it is. My dad woke me up at 3:30 this morning, and I haven't been able to get back to sleep. So I'll be taking a nap later, I hope. But he can't help it. But being woken up at 3:30 is not easy. Anyway. Nettie said that would be a big no. Mm-hmm. Oh, chat juice is quicker, but I don't have any. Yes. Oh, the blankie. And my sister, one of 3, she got me some tulips for Valentine's Day. It was very sweet. These are allergen-free chocolate chips. They're dark chocolate, but it's sugar. So Just trying to find a way to eat this without looking gross on camera. So, and he says, "Why do you wake me up so early?" He couldn't help it. We'll just leave it at that. So, tulips and cats can be toxic. He's good. He's good about that. He never bothers things like this. It's roses. Both of the cats go nuts over roses. So, all right. That should help. Sorry. That's lovely, Woodpile Witch. I agree, Dave. Medicinal chocolate. He's okay. He's okay. All right. So, Cat Mom says, I get low blood sugar sometimes when I do a reading. Oh, there you go. All right. So, I did make some homemade bread. I wish you were here because I made some homemade bread. It's waiting for me in the other room. Came out of the bread maker just before I came on. So, all right. Happy Friday the 13th, Melissa. All right, let me see if I can get through one more question. Hopefully my blood sugar will even out. At 4710, hello, federal judge. And as a federal judge, so it's surprising, but okay, a federal judge ordered billionaire Les Wexner, a former Ohio State, ding, 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 trustee and alleged co-conspirator of, yes, Jeffrey Epstein, to testify within 60 days, excuse me, in a lawsuit by former students alleging the university ignored abuse by Dr. Richard Strauss, the judge rejecting Wexner's attempt to quash the subpoena. Where have we heard about the allegations at Ohio State? That's right, Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan has been accused of knowing about the abuse at OSU. As Jordan is getting pulled into the Epstein periphery, are we going to find any direct connection or any communication, any future depositions? Oh, thank you that's very kind of you. Good. Thank you for Tishy taking care of your dad. Yeah. My dad's about 6 years older than yours, so yeah. So Jimmy Jim. That's a good question, Lois. Whatever happened to the movie about Jimmy Jim by George Clooney? Yeah, George Clooney talked a good game. Talked about his wife deciding to go after predators, the international rings, and then we never heard a thing after that. And then Clooney was making this Jim Jordan thing, and it's coming out, it's going to change everything. And of course, as it came out last year, didn't seem to do much, did it? Mm-hmm. Oh, cards going right off the top of the deck. Oh, there's definitely legal here. There have been a lot of lies around the Ohio State abuse. A lot of lies. And it was awful. And these poor victims have had they haven't seen real justice. Not full justice. There's your judge, there's a court. This is big movement. Now, I don't have Epstein in the cards. But I've got movement. I've got this going forward. So let's just hope. Oof. TC says, my niece is getting married tomorrow. I'm so excited. She's an identical twin, so precious and proud of her. Congratulations. Oh, I hope she has a wonderful marriage. I hope they are so happy together forever. And congratulations to you. Thames' big movement, long overdue. And that's what I'm getting. All right. You know what? My blood sugar is still dropping. So I'm actually going to call it for today. But Dad's okay. Dad's okay. He has a diagnosis now, so that's good. That's good. All right. So I'm going to call it for today. It's just a little early. But thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you have a lucky Friday the 13th. So I should be there 3 o'clock over on Creative Sprints. And other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow, every day of the year. You always have a community here. You're always welcome. All right. Please remember, you're not alone. We're in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right. Hang in there. And I will see you later. Okay. Bye.